Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mustang 09 or Sean here, and I got a new, let's say, vlog car review kind of thing. I am driving my grandma's weekend car, we should say. It's a 1988 BMW 635 CSI. It's a pretty fun little car. It's as old as I am, so 26 years old roughly, and it's pretty neat. It's actually a car that was way ahead of its time just by sitting in it. You can see that it has average miles per gallon. It's got a selection for a sport, economy, or the hated term manumatic. So you can shift gears from first, second, third. It's got a mode just for that. So it's pretty neat. And I think back in the day they rated it at a top speed of 140 miles an hour. The speedometer says 160. There's no way you could get me to do that. Well, maybe there's a way, but I'm not gonna try it today. We are driving it on the back roads of Kerrville, trying to get a feel for the car, and I like it so far. It's pretty nice. It's it's loose in the right ways, maybe. Maybe not. Steering is a little loose. The brake pedal is pretty stiff, but other than that, I'm having fun in it. I think it's pretty fun. It's a two-door sports car, and I have to say, it's fun. I enjoy this. It's actually a really neat looking car. I think it kind of looks like a shark in the front. It's got a snout on it, and then the rear, it's got a center exit exhaust. So that's pretty cool. Something I really dig in cars, and it's got air vents everywhere, so no problem keeping you cool as long as the AC is working. There's an armpit vent just for my wife. It's an armpit. It is a four-seater, but much like the Mustang, the back seats are kind of useless. Not a whole lot of room back there. They do have their own center console, so that's a little bit different than the Mustang. BMWs are known for a lower stance, so it's got that. Some little grip on the road, you could say. That it's got the wider tires on it. In the factory, back in the day, it came with 218 horsepower, and I think somewhere around 244 torques, something like that. I did a quick internet search, and that's what it said. So it's a V6, but so far it's proven to be a pretty enjoyable ride. Kerrville just offers so much beautiful scenery. We're actually just a town east of that, known as Hunt. And Hunt is where, if I could retire somewhere, it would be here. This place is amazing. I would live here if I could. There's just not a whole lot of job opportunity out here. So maybe I could live out here and build water slides into the river or something cool like that. Just do car reviews. If enough of you guys subscribe, we can just move out here and I'll do car reviews in the hill country. So a lot of you guys asked to bring the wife back in the vlog, so here she is. Say hello.
Hello.
Hey, Courtney. So we've had a lot of fun this past week. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw my 4th of July post where we had the rope swing into the river and diving off into the water. There's a few diving boards there and cracking a couple of coldies. So we had a good time, and unfortunately it's all coming to an end. But we can come back because grandparents live out here, so we can come visit the grandparents, which they'd love to see us. And we get to visit the river because the river loves to see us.
Chubby.
Oh yeah, this car's nickname, so there's a backstory to the nickname of this car. She's not my grandma. Well, she is my grandma, but she's Courtney's grandma, and she has another great-grandchild, right? No, just grandchild.
Just grandchild. Just
grandchild.
My cousin.
Her cousin decided that this car looked a lot like Granny. Chubby. So therefore, the car should be called Chubby because they're so similar. Well, you gotta love the honesty of children. So, this car's name is Chubby. That's a big rock. That's a huge rock.
Plymouth Rock?
Holy cow. I don't know that Plymouth Rock is in Texas.
Maybe not.
But we leave tomorrow's Sunday, to go back home, get ready for work on Monday. We all just gotta love work. It's awesome being out here though. You wake up and see deer. You don't really get to see that in the city.
There's donkeys and a peacock across the river.
Yeah, so they have access to riverfront property. You have to cross the street, but their little community gets this section of the river, and it's kind of their own. Well, the people across the way have a bigger plot of land, and that goes straight to the river. There's no road for them. And the donkeys and the peacock and all of them go right down to the water. There's plenty of ducks out there. So it's pretty cool to see. There's a little perch and fish underneath the boat dock. Or it's not even a boat dock because there's no boats allowed, but it's kind of like a swimming dock. So you get to see all the little fish. Oh, she took a drink. One thing, this car has no cup holders. If it does, I haven't found them. But for being a 26-year-old car, it handles pretty good. Now, I don't know if I'd take it on a track over the Mustang, but out on these back roads, it does its job. Unfortunately, I don't think people, it's weird because Germans are tall people. I'm part German, little known fact.
Guten Tag.
And one thing that's surprising is how little room you have behind the driver's seat. It's really a driver's car, I guess, is what BMW thought it as, because there is barely any room for me. And I'm only 6'1", and I feel like I'm sitting on the steering wheel, and then I have the seat back as far as it goes. So I don't know if this seat's broken or if this is how it is. It's kind of cool because you're in control, you know? It's kind of like a cockpit here. You got everything facing at you, all the buttons and the dials. It does have an aftermarket stereo, so I'm assuming it probably came with a cassette player. Seeing it was 88. Tape decks were pretty cool back then. Everybody liked their Garth Brooks, George Strait. Well, here in Texas at least. Got some rock and roll to it. But anyways, guys, this is a short, sweet vlog. Just wanted to let you guys know how we were doing. We're doing great. We wanted to say thank you for all the awesome comments on the video. There were plenty of them, and we appreciate that. I think Courtney had a pretty good time, right?
Yeah.
Answering the tough questions you guys sent her. And driving this awesome car.